Hello everyone. I have reconnected now, and I think latency is low here. So I think we can connect and we can communicate now. So, guys, I'm also messaging in the WhatsApp so that you can come to know that I have restarted. So please, you can rejoin. Uh, as now, actually, speed is okay. So now there is no latency. There is no latency in the video. So okay, few of you have joined. Okay, good morning once again. And let's see what you want to ask and what are the various doubts that examinations. And I came to know that it has been postponed. Actually, there is no news related to ICSC. The same kind of decision that they have taken in CBSE, they might take in ICSE. Just be prepared for it. Even if it is conducted earlier, just be prepared for it. And don't think that theory questions are not important and we will clear the board examinations with practical only. So it's fine. You can clear your board examinations with practical section, with section B itself. But I can guarantee you, you cannot attain good percentage without actually focusing on the theory part. So theory part is as equal and as important. Akash have asked one question. Sir, please, sir, explain nested ternary operator with example. Okay, Akash. See, last time I was sharing my desktop, but there was some latency. Okay. So let me show you what is ternary operator or anything like that. And you are asking nested ternary operator. So, okay, there will be a video on it, on the nested ternary operator, in which I will explain again. But let me explain you right now in the live session. I hope you can get it, but I can't show you directly. So let's see how we can deal it. I'm having a pen and a paper over here. So let me show you. But let me tell you what is a nested ternary operator first. Okay. As the name suggests, ternary operator means an operator with three operands, and we use the ternary operator as a shortcut for if else. So in case if we want to give the condition 10 to a variable C, suppose there are three variables A, B, and C, and we are assigning into variable C according to the value of A and B. So in case if A is greater than B, definitely we will assign A to C, else we will assign B to C. So it's going to be something like this. I hope it's visible to you all. So if A is greater than B, okay, it's actually mirrored. So that's why it will also be not be visible. But let me tell you where you can use nested ternary operator. Now, nested ternary operator are used in case of nested if else. Now, there was a question in class 9th, I think, to find out the largest of three numbers. And that we were doing with help of nested if else, right? So what we were doing over there, we were giving condition with if, right? Like three variables are there, A, B, and C. We were checking the first two variables, A is greater than B or not. So in case if A is greater than B, then we check the greater one with the third one. And in case if A is not greater than B, then we check C with the third one. So the same kind of implementation, the same implementation can be done with help of nested ternary operator. Now, in case of nested ternary operator, the only thing that creates problem is where we will give the second condition, because first condition is okay. Condition we provide there, and then after we provide the question mark. So there is a question mark. Before the question mark, you provide the first condition. Now, from question mark to colon, you provide the statement or you provide the value that you want to return when the condition is true. And after colon till semicolon, you provide the value that you want to return in case the condition is false. So there are three operands. First the condition, then the question mark operator, then the value that you want to return if the condition is true, then colon, and the value that you want to return if the condition is false. Now, what we are doing with nested ternary operator, the first question mark, the first condition is given just before it. So A is greater than B, then the question mark. Now we know from question mark till colon, we have to provide a value which should be returned when the condition is true. But here, if the condition is true, we have to give one more condition, right? So I have told you, even in the program itself, even in the tutorial itself that when you are dealing with nested ternary operator, try to put braces over there while writing the code. These braces are not part of the code. These will be there just to know where should I keep the code, where should I keep the nested code. So to understand that thing, we use braces. And once you have written the whole statement, remove those braces from there. So definitely I cannot show you right now on the screen like how to do it, because I tried earlier. The first attempt was with the streaming, but the internet speed is not so fast that I can stream at the same time while I'm doing this thing. In fact, there is no other medium to share my screen right now, right? Even here, I cannot share my screen. There is no other facility to do that. So what I can do, I have explained you the thing. Now I will show you the program on it. So what we can do, we can have 1, 2, or 3 videos depending upon the number of questions you have raised today, right? So this is the first question. I try to explain the theoretical part of it, and then in the next video, which I will upload soon within 1 or 2 days, there I will show you the program with an example. Okay, so I hope, Akash, you understood the theoretical aspect and the tip that you have to follow so that you should not commit any mistake while dealing with the nested ternary operator. Now, Kshitij have asked one question over here. Akash, in case if the problem is still persisting, you are having still any doubt on it, you can type in there. Till now I'm dealing with Kshitij. Okay, yes, Kshitij, I know Renu Shukla is actually, I think, your guardian, your parent name, right? Mother's name. So let it be, no issues. And sorry if I'm like saying like that. Sir, whether 2D array is in our class ICSC syllabus or not? See, I have updated you. I have shown you that reduced the syllabus. The video is still there, and in our channel, you can go through it. And the whole syllabus is actually explained there. What is going to come in your exam and what are not. What are the topics that can come and what are not. If we talk about 2D array, of course, there is a little bit about 2D array, like implementation part of it. So if we go logically, just implementation cannot be asked in board examinations, right? So we cannot think like they will directly ask us to create a 2D array, accept value in it, and show the values. These kind of programs, I don't think so they are going to ask. So that's why we are assuming that in this year board examinations, they might not ask anything from 2D array. They might not. I'm not declaring anything or I'm not announcing anything. I'm just saying they might not ask anything from 2D array. But as far as your what do you say, preparation is concerned, and especially if you want to opt computer, you want to go with the computer. I'm not talking about 11th and 12th. Even in the higher studies, if you want to go with computer, arrays cannot be left, and especially 2D array. They are the most important kind of array. So just go through it. Try to understand it. Don't try to like learn each and everything from the array, each and everything from the 2D array. Don't try to implement everything. Just go up to which level you are getting, you are understanding, and you can implement by yourself. If things are bouncing, then just stop right over there. I'm only talking about 2D array. I'm not talking about the whole syllabus. So just stop over there and proceed with any other topic that is more important than it. So there are 50-50 chances that they can ask about 2D array, but I can guarantee they won't ask too much difficult question. So just go with it. One question is there. Okay. Akash said, yes, sir, I understood. Thank you, Akash, for the reply. Aditya, burn like fire. Okay. Good morning. So actually, I want to announce more thing till anyone asks any other question. I want to announce something related to your prizes, right? So I have mailed to those 3 students. Astha have responded. I waited till now that they will respond and I can send the prize just at a single time, because there is actually they charge something for delivery site. So that's why I thought with a single delivery price I can send them all. But let it be. I have Astha. I think Astha, I have send you that price, and today you will get the invoice as well. After this live session or till the evening, you will get the invoice, and soon you will get your prize. So rest of the winners, you can definitely send me. I have send you the mail for your address and all. So just reply to it, and once I will get the reply, I will send you the prizes. Okay, there were a few more exercises whose winners are not announced yet. So now onwards, till we start our programming in C video series and HTML series, we are going to deal with those winners. So I'm going to announce a winners, almost one or two winner each week, so that we can complete our 7 or 8 winners are to be announced now. So we can complete it soon. Now, Astha asked one question. Sir, please explain example of typecasting and where it is necessary to use in programming. Example of typecasting. Typecasting is actually converting of a data type. Okay, sometimes they get confused between typecasting and type conversion sometimes, right? So let me tell you, if I talk about typecasting, conversion of one data type into another data type is typecasting. And you know what? Typecasting happens either you have studied implicitly or explicitly. I'm naming these two technical terms, but you can say automatically or manually. So if typecasting is being done automatically means someone like compiler, JVM, someone takes care of that responsibility of converting one data type into another data type. So if that is happening automatically, that is known as implicit typecasting. When we are doing it in calculation, it is also known as type promotion. And if we talk about explicit typecasting, when we explicitly assign values, sorry, not assign, we explicitly specify the final data type, then those kind of typecastings are explicit typecasting. Now, Asa, your question is, explain an example of typecasting. If I'm not wrong, you want to know where this typecasting is actually implemented. Is there any place we implement this typecasting? So let me tell you an example. Let's talk about a bit higher. Okay, sometimes we to understand we have to understand bit higher. So I'm talking about a scenario maybe some of you might not get, but it is an easier one. Let's see. Suppose I have created an application and that application is saving the record in the database. Okay, somewhere in the database. And for that, I have used a simple database software, MS Access. All of you have used MS Access in your junior classes. So it's part of MS Office. So suppose I am creating an application and I'm storing the record, storing the value, storing the data taken in the program. And where I'm storing that data? I'm storing that data inside our database, inside MS Access. Now, in our Java, there are different data types that we use, right, for a specific purpose. Similarly, in MS Access also, there are different data types for columns. And sometimes there are two data types. Suppose there is an MS Access data type which is compatible with SQL data type. That means they both are compatible, but the thing is they are different. So in those situations, there is no other chance than to explicitly typecast what do you say, MS Access data type into Java data type. And similarly, when you are writing from Java to MS Access, you have to convert a Java data type into MS Access data type. There are plenty of other scenarios as well where we have to convert a specific data type into another data type. Like if you are taking a string and you are converting, you're parsing it into another data type, that's also a typecasting. Suppose if you are taking value from the user and the value that you have taken from the user is a double value, and your business logic, your logic in to do the typecasting, you are working with character type and their ASCII values. So if you are working with character type and their ASCII values, suppose character can be easily typecasted into integer, implicitly typecasting is okay. But if you want to convert ASCII back into character, then you have to do explicit typecasting. So there are plenty of places where typecasting is involved, typecasting is used, and we cannot decide that this is the only place where we will do the typecasting, or typecasting cannot be applied here. So what I can say in single line, anywhere where data is used of different data types, definitely typecasting is involved in that part. Okay, I guess Asa, you understood this. Just reply back over there if it is okay. Otherwise, you can ask. Here, sorry, Kshitij. Please explain about string pattern and how to do these programs. Okay, string pattern is actually a string, right? Printed in a pattern. I'm showing you. It would be visible in mirrored image, but I'm showing you so that you can get at least the idea what it is. So I hope you are getting this even in reverse or in mirrored image. So Java is a string and it's printed in a pattern JAVA, JAV, JAJ. Now we know we can print characters in patterns. We know that, right? All of you know that we can print characters in patterns. And we were printing asterisk, we were printing hashtag, we were printing dollars, we were printing plenty of other things, right? And yes, we know we can print characters, but see, there are character type patterns where we were printing ABCDE, ABCD, ABC, ABA, right? Or in reverse order, you can do that. Now, these are not difficult ones because these characters are actually in a sequence, right? Alphabetically, we know B comes after A. So they are in a sequence. We can run a loop. Suppose if we are printing characters in uppercase, if we run the loop, right? So we can run from capital A to capital Z. Okay, we are running a loop from capital A to capital Z or capital A to capital E. And we can simply do plus plus over there. It will work. But when we are printing a string, suppose I am entering my name Amit and I want to print it in a pattern. Now we know AMIT is not in alphabetical order. We cannot simply print it. So in those situations, we print it with help of a string variable or so-called variable string object. Now how we do that? Actually, suppose if I want to print this Java, JAVA, right, in a pattern. So we can clearly see, if I've shown you, we can clearly see in the first line there are 4 characters, in the second line there are 3, in the third line there are 2, and in the fourth line there is only 1 character. You can count in reverse order. So fourth line, 4 characters, third line, 3 characters, second line, 2 characters, and first line, 1 character. So the number of characters that is printing in the line depends on the line number. And line number is actually our outer loop. So with the help of the outer loop variable, we can easily decide how many times in a loop will run. So that can be decided. Now the thing is how we will print the values, because these characters JAVA is not in an alphabetical order. So what we can do here, we can take help of 2 methods of string class. First method. Now that method will decide how many lines will be there. For example, the method name is length. So you'll get string.length. And how it will decide? So if the length of the string is 4, there will be 4 lines. If the length of the string is 10, there will be 10 lines. So with the help of length, we can decide how many times the outer loop will run. This is the first thing. Second method of string class that we will use is char at method. Now this method can be used to actually take character of a specific index. So you are running the outer loop up to the length of the string, and I should say less than the length of the string. Now why? Because you are running for the string indexes, and the last index is length minus 1. So it should run less than length, right? Now in every line you will get character at a specific index. Now definitely when you are printing from for the first line, you will print from the first character till the last character. That means the inner loop will start running from 0 till the length. When you are running for the second time, till the first character till the line number, from the first character till the line number. Similarly, in the next line, from the 0th character till the line number. So if you go like that, you fetch the character one by one and print it. So definitely it will be done. So don't worry, I'm just telling you theoretical. So first thing that I want, I will show you in the program in the upcoming videos is actually Akash question that was on nested ternary operator. Okay, the next question that has been asked over there was, I think, if I'm not wrong, Kshitij. Yes, Kshitij question, and that was on 2D array. The third one was being asked by Astha. Okay, the fourth one was asked by again Kshitij, and that was on pattern printing, string pattern. So the questions that you have asked and whose theoretical part we have discussed till now is on nested ternary operator, 2D array, and one question by Astha on typecasting, and finally string pattern. So we have dealt these four questions till now. So let's proceed. And I hope, Kshitij, your problem is solved. So don't worry. There will be a video with the program itself. Of course, in the video, I'm not going to discuss too much theory over there. So rest, all the theory part we will discuss here. And we will have a programming part on the video. All these videos will be part of BlueJ for 10th video series itself. Now the next one, sir, can you please why we use method in Java? Okay, I think you want to ask, Sari, can you please tell why we use method in Java? Okay, I'm telling you. Wait. The next one is Happy New Year, Bhaiya Harshvardhan Singh. Happy New Year, Harsh. How are you? Asa, thank you, sir. Got the point. Okay, Kshitij, sir, got that. Okay, fine. Now the question is why we use methods. You know what, when I started this BlueJ for 10th video series, this was the topic, this was one of the important topic which we have discussed in the beginning, right? Very beginning. So I'm not knowing whether you have seen that video or not, but if you haven't, just telling you in a small glimpse. And what you can do after this live session, you can go to that video. If you'll go through the BlueJ for 10th video series, it will be somewhere in the beginning, why we use method or something like that. Some heading is there. I will definitely provide the link in the description of this video as well when it will be available as recorded video. But let's see, your question says why we use methods in Java. See, actually method was a concept which actually came into existence with C language with the name function. But what was the thing? Why they invented this? See, there are plenty of tasks that we perform in a program multiple times, and that too at multiple places. Right, that means they suppose let's take an example. Suppose I am creating a software that is going to send email. Okay, I'm just telling you a small example. A software in which you can enter few data, and as soon as you will click on the send, it will send mail to someone whose email address you have entered in the form. So quite simple. Now there is a lot of codes. I should not say a lot of codes, but there is a mechanism of sending mail in Java, already existing mechanism. You can go through it, you can Google it, it's in javax.mail. So let it be. But there is a mechanism already available there in Java. Now, what is the process? I'm telling you just the theoretical part. What is the process? We connect to our own email server in which we are having our own email account. We first connect with it. Then we provide the message, the address of the receiver, the subject, and plenty of other things. We provide all these things over there. And then we send the message. So there are 3 steps. Connect with your own email server. Second, provide the details, what you want to send and where you want to send. And finally, send the data. Now, suppose in my software, I have to send mail from plenty of places. It's not like I will send mail from one section of the program. There are 10 to 15 different sections of the program from where I'm sending the mail, right? Now, at all those 10 to 20, 15, as many sections are there, in all those sections, I have to implement these 3 steps: connecting, giving the detail, and then sending. Now, we know this can vary, but 2 things will always be there. We will connect and will send. So what we can do, we can create methods where we are actually sending the detail, where we are actually connecting with our own email server. And when it is happening, okay, so what we will do, we will create 2 methods. First method to connect with our own mail. Second method to send the mail. So every time we need not to write the code for connecting to the email server and for sending the mail, because these 2 codes we have already given. We have already provided these 2 codes as part of 2 methods. All that we need to do now is to call those methods. So I hope you understand the scenario. I've just given you a small scenario. So what is the conclusion? So if anything is there in our program that we want to repeat many times at many different places, then definitely method is the solution. Of course, it enhances reusability. And one more advantage that method provides is actually maintainability. Suppose If at 20 different places I was implementing email connect and I was implementing email send at 20 different places, and in future the process of connecting to the email is changed or our own email server is changed, then I have to make the change at all those 20 different places. Now imagine the scenario with a method. I have implemented the thing in the method and that method is being called at 20 different places. Now to change the business logic, I did not to go to those 20 places. In fact, I will come directly to my method, I will change over there and it will be implemented in all those 20 places. So definitely maintainability, scalability, reusability, enhanceability. There are plenty of features, plenty of facilities that a method provides. As far as a beginner programmer or a beginner level learners, you only need to consider that it gives us the facility of reusability. Okay, so that would be all. And definitely code complexity is reduced. That also can be used, because see, if you will implement all the things at one place, definitely the code will be complex. So this question have been asked by Beat G Music. I'm not getting the name, but I hope your problem is solved. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Now, the next thing is being asked by Astha. So, please tell the use of dot, semicolon, string arg in Java. Okay, great question. Now, as far as exam is concerned, okay, this is not important. But as far as knowing is concerned, this is a good to know thing. So you should know this. So let me tell you each one at a time. Let's talk about dot operator. So dot is an operator. First thing, dot is an operator. And what sort of operator it is? It is an operator that is used by objects to access members of the class. Of course, only those members which are accessible. Now, whether they are accessible or not, it depends on the access specifier. So let me tell you, let me get back to the main topic. Dot is an operator that are used by objects to call the members of a class. It's not like it can only be used by an object. This is also true. Even with structures, you can deal with it. But as far as your syllabus is concerned and as far as your level is concerned, only this much is sufficient, that semicolon is actually an operator. Sorry, dot is actually an operator which is used by objects to access class members. Now, the second question is, what is semicolon? Semicolons are statement terminators. They are used to terminate statements. Now, I know you have written plenty of Java codes in BlueGen. So just go through today. What you do for me, just go through any of that Java program carefully. And there you can find two types of statements. Either the statement is a block or the statement is a single line statement itself. When you will see a single line statement, they are all closed with semicolon. But if you will talk about blocks which are not closed, so definitely they have pair of braces, opening brace and closing brace. So let me tell you an example. Class is a block, so it is not closed with semicolon, it has an opening closing brace. Methods are blocks, so it is not closed with a semicolon, they are having opening closing brace. But those import statements that you would write at the top, they are not blocks, so they are closed with semicolon. The declaration of variables, they are not blocks, so they are closed with semicolons. If, for, while, do while, switch, anything that you use or anything that I have named here between are blocks, and because they are blocks, they are not closed with semicolons. So semicolons are statement terminator and that are used to tell that this certain statement is over. I'm just telling you one more thing in it. Astha, just be patient if you are there, and all of you. One of my students once asked me, what is the need of having a semicolon when we are changing the line? By tell you, your compilers ignores white spaces. You can write the whole program in one single line and it will still compile it. So in those situations, right, where everything is written in one single line, how the compiler will come to know that which statement is over now, or whether any block have been started or not. So if the compiler will get a semicolon, definitely the compiler will come to know that this statement is over. And if the compiler will not get a semicolon, it will expect an opening closing brace over there, which is used to denote that it is a block and there are some statements that are part of it. So these two things, I think it's over. Dot and semicolon. Asta, you have asked about one more thing: string, arg, and those brackets. So what are they? So simply saying they, if you are writing right now, if you are simply asking string, arg, brackets, so it's an array. That's it. It's a declaration of an array. When you will write the same thing in any method, that becomes the parameter of the method. And if the same method is public static void main, it becomes command line argument. So I have told you three things. If you have simply written it, string, args, those pair of square brackets and a semicolon over there. So definitely what it is nothing but an array declaration. If you write the same thing inside any method's parameter, definitely it becomes the parameter or argument of the method. And when you provide the same thing in that public static void main, then definitely it becomes a command line argument. Between all these three things, actually command line arguments and parameters are the same thing. But parameters can be given to any methods. Command line arguments can be given only to our main method. So this is the, just wait for a second, because next day what I have to tell that I'm going to write. So use of method I'm not picking. It's already been explained in quite great detail. And I have also shown you an example with the program. So just go through it, Beat G Music. And in case if the problem is still persisting, you can comment me on the channel or on our Facebook page or in our WhatsApp group, and we will definitely see how we are going to resolve that. Then after, Asta asked one more question about dot, semicolon, and string args. So dot and semicolon and string args, they all can be dealt in one single video. Okay, so we will see that. I hope, Asta, you got the theoretical aspect. Now, Akash, sir, character printing can come in exam, like write a program to print character A, B in big letters. See, string functions are there. They have removed some of the methods from string, but string methods are still there as still part of the syllabus. So definitely they can ask. So they can ask these questions, and you know those character methods and string class methods, so that can be used. So it can be solved very easily. So I don't think so it would be a problematic situation for you all guys. But still, if you want to know, if you want to ask anything, how it is done or any other thing, you can ask. Simply, I will tell you. Don't worry. Beat G Music, thank you, sir. Beat G Music, string arg will take a value while compiling. Actually, while compiling, no method can take a value. Okay, you pass the value when it is running. Okay, so string args cannot take value while compiling, but we say that we are passing the values at compilation, especially to those methods which we have called. But string args, when it is part of a main method, okay, then definitely you can never pass it as compilation, because main method is called at the time of running, right? So when you are passing this string args in any method, okay, in any method, then definitely this string args can be passed at the time of compilation, or in other words, that should not be the correct statement, at the time of coding. That time you can pass. But if the string args is part of a main method, you cannot pass it while compilation, because main method can only be called while running the program. So I hope you got it. Muhammad Atif, I have problem. Yes, Atif. Sir, please explain heap memory. Okay, heap memory you want to know. And Muhammad Atif, array mera problem ka kya? Atif, you can ask your question. Is it written above? No, it's not written over there. Okay, and electric, sir, please explain heap memory. So first of all, let me tell you, this was related to only 10th class syllabus. It is for BlueJ for 10th. So definitely, we are not going to discuss heap memory right now, but in a short brief, I'm explaining you what is a heap memory. There are basically two types of memory that is dealt for programming. One is heap memory, one is stack memory. Now, heap memory and stack memory are being used with different types of things that we use in a program. So if we talk about let's say methods, so definitely to handle them, to handle method calling and all, stack memory is taken care of because it works with last in first out. And if we talk about heap memory, whenever any dynamic memory allocation is taken, whenever a memory is taken in space, whenever space is taken in memory at the runtime or at dynamically, then that time heap memory is used. So actually we can't go too much detail in it because it's not part of class 10th. So if you want to know more about it, soon we are going to launch a complete Java course over here. I'm going to announce about these things. Few things are there that I'm going to announce today after this live session is over. So just wait till then. Muhammad Atif, I still don't get your problem. So have you texted me or what? And if it is personal, then we should discuss. We should not discuss it live. Okay. Next thing. BG music. Yes, sir. Okay, done. Sir, no problem in printing those characters. Okay, fine. Sir, where you are currently? I'm currently right now. I am at home, and it is okay. I think you are asking city, so it is Greater Noida, Noida Extension. So right now working here itself. Muhammad Atif, yes means personal, so we can discuss that later. Sir, when will you publish whole Java course? Okay, so it will take time definitely, but I'm going to announce right now today in this video itself. So just 5 minutes more and you will come to know about what we are going to launch, how it's going to take place, and plenty of other news as well. Methods of different classes in other class. What methods of different classes? You want to know how to use methods of different classes inside another class? Okay, you have retracted. So we'll see that later. No issues. So is there any other problem anyone want to ask? It's already 37 minutes. See, I got few questions or few problems on which I will upload videos soon in BlueJ for 10th or in queries and demands. Okay, it will be in queries and demands. It won't be in BlueJ for 10th. So one more question. Can we make different methods in different classes and then call all the methods in another class? Of course, we can do that. Of course, we can do that. And if you are talking about inheritance, yes, few limitations are there. But if you are talking generally by creating object, definitely we can do that. Okay, so if any question is there, it's going to come and I will see to it. The programs that I'm going to discuss now in queries and demands will be nested ternary operator, 2D array, typecasting, string pattern, dot, semicolon, and string args. So these are the things that we will discuss. And one more I'm taking like this last question by BG Music, calling different methods of different class inside one. So calling different methods of different class inside one. Okay, so these are the things that we will discuss. After these videos, if you still want one more live session, you can comment it on the YouTube channel itself or in the video itself when I will upload those videos over there. Now the thing is, how buffered reader and scanner different from each other? Electric, I think you haven't gone through the whole video series. This is part of the syllabus. There is a whole video on it, tutorial on it, where we have discussed what are the difference between buffered reader and scanner, where you should use buffered reader and scanner. And there I have also explained you another way. Instead of using buffered reader and scanner, you can directly take value with system.in. That is also explained in that video. So I request you to go through that video first and then come back and ask. I don't think so after watching that video your problem will persist. So Akash said, when you will publish HTML and CSS series, sir, how? Sir, how? Okay, so BG Music, I have noted down that question and you will get the video how. Okay, so there you will come to know how. Now Akash and Electric, your answers. So when I'm going to publish these videos, so first of all, let me tell you, we are going to launch our website and our web Android application soon this year itself. Of course, that will take time because right now production is going on. And now onwards, we are going to come as a whole team. Like I have tried with my coaching center channels, Infobyte coaching center channel earlier, and there were few teachers who have joined, but later on they were all teachers. So later on they have to go through their normal teaching sequence and all. So that's why. So that's why it was not a success. But later on, let it be. We came here, and I should say I came here, and I became part of a development team. And I was earlier also doing the development part, a development thing. But now, when I rejoined it, there were plenty of old friends. Even some of them were students earlier when I was teaching in NIIT, and few of them are from BBD itself, Abau Banarsidas. So we met, and now we are coming up to you with that website and an Android application through which you can join our courses. There are plenty of advantages on that website that you will get. Like you will get course completion certificates, you will get badges over there, you will get points, you will get rewards, you will get awards, you will get even that time. I hope we are going to provide you placements as well. And above all, most of the courses, I will not say all, but most of the courses over there, more than 60% courses over there are free of cost. You are also going to get notes with every course. Courses are in a sequence and all. There are few courses. Okay, Electric have asked. There are few courses which are paid. Yes, there are few courses which are paid, and of course they have to be paid because everything will be provided in as free. No, so you will not actually, what you say, value for it. Okay, so we will charge something, but I can guarantee you it will be 60 times less than any course available over there on the most cheapest platform. Like even in Udemy you get a course, you will get a course much less price, and plenty of other things from there. So I just announced it, and it's going to launch soon. I am working on few of the tutorials. Like I will give you complete Java course. Like it will be from the beginning till your database connectivity, and then we will move on to web development. We will work on HTML, CSS. I will show you JavaScript. I will show you how to create mobile application with Java, that is your React Native, how to work with React, creating reactive web applications, how to use Node.js, how to use Lightning Web Component, Salesforce, and plenty of other things that are related to my domain and on which I have worked. Similarly, there are few developers who are from .NET platform. There are few who are working on Xamarin. Those who are not knowing about Xamarin, Xamarin is another way of creating Android applications. Some of them are working on iOS, some of them are Linux operators. So now a whole bunch of course is going to come in front of you. Above all, these courses will be depending upon your previous performance in the website. Like if you have not completed HTML, or it's not necessary that you have to go through HTML course. There is two way. If you know about HTML already, if you are eligible about HTML, what you can do, there is a examination over there. You have to qualify that simple exam, and then you can directly start the CSS. So similarly, there is a qualifying examination as well. And okay, sir, will you provide links of course? No, it will be a complete online learning platform. We will not provide links of course, we will provide a complete course over there. So it's not like a link will be there. You can join a course, you can go through different lessons. There will be homework or assignment in every lesson. There will be a project in every course. There will be a certificate for assessment, and there will be a course completion certificate. There will be two certificates over there. Course completion certificate will be provided to each and every person who have gone through that course, okay, who have gone through each and every resource of the course. But assessment certificate will be provided who attained that certificate by giving an examination. So I am not going to tell you each and everything, that it is going to be very huge. So it's seriously going to be very huge, but definitely it's going to help you a lot. And this time it's not like academic courses only. There will be categories. Academic courses will be dealt separately, like 9, 10th, 11th, 12th, CBSE, ICSE, or other board courses which are related to computer. That will be dealt separately in that same website. At the same time, there will be professional courses which will guide you from the beginning till the advanced, or sometimes till the specialist level, up to a real life project. We are planning for it. The thing that I'm going to tell you now, we are planning for it, but we have not decided till when we are going to give you. Now, what is that? That thing is actually providing you live projects, or making you part of a live project. So we are dealing with live projects, but we have not decided whether we make our learners, our website learners, directly as part of our live project or not, or we can provide you internship or any other facility. So it's going to be part of a thing that should be discussed after 1 or 1.5 year. It's nothing to be discussed now. But your website is going to be launched soon. Tentative date, that also I will announce on the WhatsApp group or on or our Facebook page soon. So these were the questions that you have asked. Definitely, I tried to explain the theoretical aspect of it. Even some places I told you there are solutions available you have not seen. Just go through those solutions, and then you can come back to me asking the question one more time. Now, from tomorrow onwards, first of all, you go through these videos that I will provide for these 5 or 6 topics. I hope 2 or 3 videos will be there, not more than that. And if any problem is there, raise your hands, raise your voice by giving comments over there. Thank you all, guys. Sir, can you tell how we can use Java in Microsoft Visual Studio? But why do you want to use it in Microsoft Visual Studio? Microsoft, actually Microsoft is a licensed one, and don't use Microsoft Visual Studio for Java platform. Though it sometimes it supports, but there is a lot of complications and it's a very lengthy task. Instead of that, if you don't like Eclipse, there are plenty of other IDEs as well, like IntelliJ IDEA. It's a brilliant IDE to work on, and I know it's a paid version, but there is a free version also available for you. So you can go with IntelliJ IDEA, and you can take help of even Edit Plus, the most simplest form of editor, Edit Plus. You can even run your Java programs right over there in Edit Plus itself. It's much simpler than BlueJ, if I think, but it does not have all those facilities that BlueJ provides to you, that graphical one. Okay, so these IDs are good, but I prefer Eclipse. Eclipse is the best one. Next, here they have asked, sir, can you tell how can we use Java? Okay, link of Facebook page. So actually it's available on our YouTube channel itself. Go to our YouTube channel page and you can get the Facebook link, or you can go to any video available on our YouTube channel and you can get the link over there. See, guys, you all have supported a lot, but we want more support from you. So just we want more subscribers so that we can give more time to you and to all those learners, and we can actually attain our motto that you all are knowing, providing the best knowledge that we can provide to you at the cheapest price, or most of the cases totally free. That is our motto, and it can be attained like with your support only, what I should say. So please keep supporting us. Atif, path to reach to you. Path to reach to you. I'm not getting this. You want my address. Atif, if you want my address, you can text me, right? You are having my number. We can have this communication private, right? Don't make it public. The next one, electric. Sir, what is scope of Java in future as job perspective? See, there is scope of every language as job perspective. You are talking about Java, which is quite younger language. Because see, you might have heard that, okay, Python came and now Java will be old. And let me tell you, Python didn't came now, it came in 90s. And I think it was being built before 90s as well. So it's not like it is being discovered yesterday, but it provides you plenty of functionalities, which is sometimes a loophole in Java. But the thing that Java can do, even Python can't. The thing that Python can do, Java can't. So each and every language have its own scope. even there is a scope of C language, which was invented in 1971 till now. And you know what? A C language programmer, an inexperienced, not an experienced C language programmer is earning more than Java programmers or Java developers. Amitabh Banerjee, Jai Shri Ram. Hello, Amitabh. How are you? Okay, let me get back to electric. Your question, if I stick to your question, which is scope of Java in future as job perspective, so it's going to remain over there. Maybe the chances or the number of jobs can be less, but the amount they will pay is quite higher. Second thing, the next thing that we are going to discuss is ML and AI, machine learning and artificial intelligence. It's the next big thing in IT industry. And if you want to work in ML and AI, you can go through the prerequisite. They want you to know either Java or Python or any other object-oriented programming language which work on the what do you say, this development kit environment. Runtime environment. So any language which works in the runtime environment, if you know any of those languages, it's good. Even if you know Go, there's a Golang language. So even if you know Go, even if you know Ruby, even if you know Perl, you can succeed. So it's not like which language I should learn. It's like how many of them you can learn, right? So it's not like remembering all those keywords at every time. It's all only about learning the concept of the language, learning the way of writing the language. You need not to worry about what is the syntax, or you need not to remember or mug up the syntax of those languages. No, you only need to understand the way of writing those languages, and every language is going to enhance your skill, enhance your logical ability, enhance your problem solving ability. So as many languages you learn, it's going to be good for you. Try to be expert in only one. Okay, know as many languages as you can, but try to be expert in only one. So if you love Java, go in Java. If you love Python, work in Python. If you love any other language, work in that language as an expertise, and learn other languages as good to know knowledge. Okay, I hope you understand. Electric. Amitabh, okay, you're fine. I'm also, and Amitabh, hope to see you soon. It's being almost an hour, and few of the participants have already gone who participated by 11th, and they are having few questions. If none of you are having any question, uh, even if you are having any question, then still we are ending this live session right now. And if you are still having any question, you can give the comment in the video or any video on our channel or on our Facebook page. You can find the link of our Facebook page in the description of this video when it will be available there in the recorded ones, or in any video that is available on our channel, on even our home page of YouTube, on our channel's home page. Okay. So that's it, guys. That's it for this live session. Hope to meet you soon in our upcoming videos. And I hope, sir, when did you left Gorakhpur? Almost, it's been 4 months, 3 months, 3 months. So almost 3 months. So see you guys soon, and we will talk a lot. All that I request you all to keep spreading the channel link, keep increasing our subscribers. Your support is mandatory. So guys, thank you and happy programming.